Welcome to today's episode of the Arena Sports Show with me, your host, Helge Schutz. In today's show, we take a look at the Futsal International between Namibia and Tanzania. I'll bring you up to date with all the weekend's football results in the Debmarie Namibia Premiership, as well as the FNB Women's Super League. And we also take a look at the popular Volleyball for All tournament. But today's show starts off on a somber note with the announcement of the passing of President Hage Geingob on Sunday. Geingob, of course, was a great supporter of Namibian sport and served as the patron of the Namibia Football Association as well as the Namibia Rugby Union, while the National Rugby Stadium was also named after him. Well, tributes have been pouring in for him as well as from Namibia's sporting community, so let's take a look at some of those.
It is a very sad time for us from the sports fraternity. The loss of our president. Condolences to the wife, condolences to the children, condolences to the entire country, in particular to us as sport fraternity members. We know this is indeed a very biggest loss for the country, especially when you remember our head of state, the man who loved football, the man who loved rugby, the man who loved all sports codes in the country, and he served as a patron for some of our sport codes. And losing our head of state, it is at a very critical time that indeed from the sport industry, on behalf of the Namibian Sports Commission, we really pass our message of condolences to the entire nation.
It was with a great sadness when I learned this morning the passing on of our beloved president, Dr. Hage Geingob. Of course, it's a great loss for the nation. It's a great loss for sport community, especially when it comes to boxing and football. Yeah, so we have to accept this. Even though my heart is still bleeding, and I'm very sad right now. And of course, I believe we will recover from this. Yeah, Dr. Hage Geingob is a good man. He was a good man. His hand was always open for everybody, especially for myself. When I was boxing in South Africa, Johannesburg, he used to call me and Harry and ask us whether we have food, our accommodation is paid, and he will always tell us, no, I'm doing this on my personal level, and we appreciate his support. Even when I retire from boxing, when I open up the Empty Sunshine Boxing and Fitness Academy, he supported me and he gives me direction when it comes to leadership and so on. And of course, my boxers, when they go to fight outside or local, especially when they fight for world title, he always calls them to the State House and gives them encouragement and also giving me something to support themselves. Yeah, so he's a man of the people, and we lost a great man, and we can only say God bless Namibia, God bless the First Lady, God bless Hage Geingob family, and thank you for what you give us. And at least everybody learn from him, and for sure his legacy will continue.
Cricket Namibia joins the entire nation in mourning the loss of not just a great leader, but a true advocate of sports in our nation. His Excellency Dr. Hage Geingob's unwavering commitment and belief that sports can unite and inspire was very evident in his support to Cricket Namibia and all sporting codes. In this time of grief, we extend our sincere and deepest sympathies to the family of His Excellency and the entire Namibia. May his leadership and passion for Namibia guide us and inspire us. May his soul rest in peace.
President Hage Geingob, a great leader and a great lover of Namibian sport. Moving on to futsal, and Namibia played its first ever international futsal match against Tanzania on Saturday evening. In a thrilling match, Tanzania won 5-2, but there was lots of drama, lots of excitement. So let's take a look at some of the highlights. Some fantastic action there from the Windhoek Showgrounds. Well, after the match, I spoke to Andre Tirtirao, Namibia futsal organizer, as well as Minister of Sport Agnes Chongarero. Let's take a look.
It was a very difficult game. I think Tanzania really came prepared. We were also very prepared, but I think it took us by surprise a little bit. The boys were a bit nervous in the beginning. I think that's because playing at home, lots of people watching, first time playing at home ever, as you said, historically. But I do think that we have a good team. I think we played well. I just think that we didn't capitalize on our chances. And I think that we just need to regroup now and see how we play away, which is next week, Friday. So now it's time to regroup, rethink, and re-strategize.
Right, as you say, second leg next week, but you've got a 3-goal deficit, so how do you feel about that?
Obviously, it's not an easy feat, especially after tonight. I think the boys are a bit down, but I think, it's futsal. There's goals happening very quickly, so the game can change immediately. So we still have the hope of making it to Morocco, and it will be difficult. Obviously, we're playing away, but I think the boys will be in high spirits and will definitely give them a run for their money, for sure.
It was very exciting. Some of us, it's the first time, and we didn't know what is happening, like those 5 falls, and then it's a penalty and those sort of things. But it's very, very exciting, and we were unlucky. But this is the first time. So when we go next week to Tanzania, you will hear Namibia beat Tanzania 6-0. That is what's going to happen. But I enjoyed it really.
Moving on to football, and a few matches took place in the Debmarine Namibia Premiership on Saturday, while Sunday's matches were cancelled due to President Geingorb's passing. Well, in the matches on Saturday, Blue Waters and Chula Chula both suffered defeats and lost ground on the leaders, while Mighty Gunners, Young African and Okahanja United all got wins to strengthen their positions. So let's take a look at all the weekend's results and the latest log standing. We're still on football, and the FNB Women's Super League resumed on Saturday with log leaders FC Ongos thrashing Girls and Goals 6-0. After that match, I spoke to their captain, Lovisa Mulunga. Let's take a look.
It was really a good game, considering they are our sister team. Obviously, we expected a tougher opponent, and they really displayed that toughness. But obviously, we came out victorious, and that is obviously what we wanted for the Ongos team.
Yeah, they gave you quite a go in the first half. You were only leading 2-0, but second half, quite a stroll. So you're happy with your performance?
Yeah, no, we are definitely happy with each and every player's performance. We really just wanted to show sort of like a vengeance because of the Hage Genghoff Cup. So this is really like to show that, hey, this is Ongos. So yeah.
Yeah. And you know, quite, I think, about 7 points ahead on the log.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? And do you think you can defend the title?
We really just want to maintain that, and we are really positive of the outcome come second leg, and obviously when the season comes to an end.
Lovisa Mulunga and Ongos certainly took revenge after losing 1-0 to Goals and Goals in the Hagi Geingob Cup final last year. Well, let's take a look at all the weekend's results and the latest log standing. Let's move on to volleyball, and the DTS Volleyball for All tournament took place for the 40th year on Saturday. Lots of fun and excitement at the DTS Sports Ground. Well, I spoke to one of the competitors, that was Evelina Hamunja. She played for the Namfisa Galaxy Stars. Let's hear what she had to say.
Bowling is very good, very good, very good. Thank you.
So how many matches have you won and how many lost?
We played 3 matches so far and we won all of them.
Fantastic. So you think you can go far, maybe win the competition?
Yes, I'm hopeful. We are playing well. I'm proud of my team. I think we'll go far, definitely.
Right. And Evelina, tell us how important is this tournament for team bonding and just the general spirit at Namfisa?
This tournament is very important because you get to see people that you have not seen, or people that you are in the office, sometimes you don't mingle, but you come here, you are so free-spirited, and the environment is so good, it's so friendly, the kids are here, everybody, so it's really nice.
Fantastic. And do you do any other sport yourself?
No, I only do volleyball.
Once a year, or are you going to do it more?
I do it more. We have like a regular practice, but we also partake in other tournaments. There are a couple of tournaments coming up for the year, so we will also be partaking there.
Evelina Hamunja of Namfisa Galaxy Stars. Well, unfortunately, their winning run came to an end shortly after that, and Nampower went on to win the title after beating Namdia in a thrilling final 34-33. And with that, we come to the end of today's show. But as usual, before I go, let's take a look at some of the weekend's action photos. From me, it's goodbye.